All right, joining me on the hotline as we do each and every week is Dr. Dan Zanotti from the Center for Orthopedics with an injury update. I want to talk a little bit about this Cavaliers team who, they're playing so great. However, they've got some injuries right now, and as we're approaching the All-Star break and all of this stuff and starting to think about the postseason, one player that seems to always be hurt in big moments is Dean Wade. And Dr. Dan, Dean Wade is not a star player, he's not part of the core four, but he's a big-time, impactful role player for this team, out with a bone bruise right now for at least a few more weeks. When you hear bone bruise in the knee, what does that mean?
Yeah, well, when you get a bruise in the muscle, people see it on their skin. They turn black and blue. The same thing can happen in a bone. A bone can actually become bruised. It can bleed, and you will see that on an MRI, for instance. The reason that's important is it tells you that the bone was injured and it's trying to heal. Those bone bruises also cause a lot of pain. So when you're trying to deal with a bone bruise, it can linger, it can cause pain, it's very achy, and it really can limit an athlete when they're trying to get back.
I've heard about these when I played. Never had one significant to keep me out, but they were always very cautious about re-injuring that area or hitting it too soon, because they would mention sometimes, could it calcify? Could it become this really rough tissue if the bruise continuously takes the blunt force?
Yeah, well, it's a sign that the bone has been injured for sure. And if you don't respect that, the bone can become more injured and you can lead to stress fractures and other things. So you really do have to respect it. You judge how it's recovering by the pain. As the pain goes away, that's a sign that the bone is healing. But again, it can linger, and these bone bruises last several months. You'll still see it on an MRI even down the road sometimes, so they have to be cautious. I'm sure they want him back for the playoffs because he is a big part of the team.
Well, we better let it heal on Dean Wade because we need this guy come the postseason. Dr. Dan, fantastic insight. If folks out there have questions or concerns, they can give you guys a call at 440-329-2800. Dr. Dan, still got the walk-in clinic going?
Absolutely. Come and see us if you're hurt. Happy to help.